Okay, in this advanced tutorial video, I'm going to share a powerful Facebook ad strategy for local businesses with real examples and proven ads. I've personally been running Facebook ads since 2020, generated millions of dollars for my clients, and today I will show you step by step how to generate high quality leads without wasting your client's time and money. I'm inside a Facebook ad account. I'm just gonna go ahead and click create a leads campaign, continue. But you see, campaign and ad set targeting settings will not make a difference if we don't have a good ad. And even if I put something here like, please buy my stuff, no matter how good my campaign structure and targeting is, nobody would still buy anything from me. So we need to focus on what actually moves the needle. Let's retrace a little to make sure our marketing campaign is successful. Here's my 3-step marketing strategy. First, we analyze what Facebook ads other successful companies are running. Next, we emulate their successful ads and offers because we don't have the time to reinvent the wheel. And only then we set up our Facebook ads campaign. This is the only way to get the best possible results. Let's use a popular local service niche today, home renovation and specifically kitchen remodeling. But you can apply the same exact strategy to any other business out there, like dentists, real estate agents, dealerships, you name it. Before we move on to the first step of our marketing strategy, I want you to understand the reasons why someone would buy anything. And a good exercise to do that is using the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is a really good exercise before you start any marketing campaigns because you want to see through your target audience's eyes. For example, safety. Safety could be physical or it could be financial, because if they remodel their kitchen, for example, their home equity will go up. When the time comes to sell their house, they will make a return on their investment. Love and belonging. A lot of people think that the kitchen is the heart of the house. This is where people connect. This is where family have dinners and discuss their day. Self-esteem. People are looking for a good social status, and remodeled kitchen helps with that. Self-actualization. Home ownership for some people is their dream. Kitchen remodeling can also be a dream, and once you achieve that, that will be part of your self-actualization. Okay, let's move on to the first step of our marketing strategy, and we need to go to Google and you want to type Meta Ads Library and click the first link. This is what you will see. Then we want to type some industry keywords here. There are 5,300 that fit that criteria. And here's the trick how to find the good stuff. There are 2 methods we can use. The first method is the filter. You click here, you want to scroll a little bit lower, and here's the to date. So we want to go back to the past 5 to 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And click apply to filters. Now you can only see 470 results. We want to look at the ads that have been running the longest. And if you're curious why, it's because if an ad has been running for months, it's not just luck. It's most likely profitable. Businesses don't want to keep spending money for something that is not working. So instead of guessing what might work, we reverse engineer what's already working. By the way, everyone will get a link to this Notion page. No sign up, no email, nothing. You're gonna get it for free. Second method to find golden nuggets is just look around, scroll up and down, and find what catches your eye. Then, for example, this one, and then view ads. What's gonna happen is that we're gonna see all the existing ads of this specific company. And we also see the dates here as well. The last one was not the best example, so I scrolled a little bit lower and I found this Facebook page, and now we see all their ads, 28 as you can see here. Now what I like to do is scroll all the way down and find the oldest ones, like we did in the previous method, 19th of May, and right now it's June 20th. So this particular video has been running for 30 days already, and it's an indication to me that it might be successful. Anyway, we just follow along, and as you can see here, open this Word document, and you want to copy and paste as many good offers, primary text, descriptions, landing pages, creatives as you can. You just want to copy and paste this primary text into the Word document. Now, how do we copy this video URL? Is you just click here, copy, add link, paste it here. So when you click it next time, it's gonna appear here. Now let's go back, and I want to do the first method, which is go back in time 6 months ago, for example. Okay, what about this one? Learn more. So that's an offer, free estimate, right? And then first name, last name, that's a form. And we can also copy the link to this landing page and paste it here as an inspiration for our own landing pages, because we will have to build them later on. You can either do Facebook instant forms or landing pages. I will explain it later. Okay, let's keep scrolling. What about this one? Transform your kitchen now. I mean, it's a very bold claim. Save up to 20% off, and it's been running since 10th of February. Should be successful. Let's check their website. Okay, looks good. Request your quote, and it's gonna go to the form. Nice. Let's copy and paste it to our Word document here. Image, actually we can download the images. Save image as, and then we can drag and drop it here. When it comes to their primary text, daunting process. Yes, that's a pain point. So they address it in the first 2 sentences. That's a pretty good primary text. So we just also want to copy and paste it here. A couple more I found. This one, for example, their oldest one is from 27th of August 2024. It's been running for some time. It's a very simple before and after picture, and their website has easy call to action, quick form, name, phone, email. Their offer is free consultation over here. Free consultation. And another one over here. It's been since 23rd of October 2024. I like their description. It says 2000 plus kitchen installed. Their ad headline is limited time offer, which implies urgency, and 2000 plus kitchen installed is credibility. Very nice and simple. I think it's a little bit too short, but I mean, it works. Offer is free consultation and quote plus 10% project discount. This is their website that sends them to this simple form. First, phone, email, and message. There is a copyright saying that your primary text should be proportionate in length to the size of your service. So if you're selling $50,000 kitchen remodeling, it has to be long. Here's what we have so far. We have a couple of headlines. We have a couple of offers, free estimates, free consultations. Here we have 4 primary texts and 4 landing pages and a couple of image and video ads. What we want to do next is we want to emulate their success. So let's close this one and open step 2. But we want to be careful here. If we just copy and paste without doing analysis and market research, we will struggle to replicate their success. For example, why does this picture work? Well, I think it creates a gap between their current state and where they want to be. And we also provide incentives like 10% project discounts to help them take their first step. That's where people click, call, and convert. Here's what usually happens when someone scrolls on their Facebook feed and sees an ad. They first glance at the image or video, then they look at the headline and call to action button like learn more, sign up, apply now. And then if they're really interested and they want to read a little bit more before going to the website or submitting their information, they will read primary text here. But it's not the same order of creating ads, because we will first want to start with copy for the headline and primary text, and then that copy will help us create image or videos. It's like writing a book. First, you have to write your draft, then the draft will go to a publisher, and based on that, they will create a cover for the book. By the way, remember I told you that you will get access to this document. So you need to be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment down below, to which I will then reply with a private link to this document. And also I reply to every single message. So if you have a very specific question that you need help with, please write it down. I will do my best to answer. We start with the headline and call to action. This one describes the offer. It needs to provide incentive for action. Things like scarcity and urgency can help make our headline even better. Okay, so let's just follow step by step. Open this and copy this whole thing and paste it into your ChatGPT. I have a paid subscription, but on the free one, you also have the same access to 4.0, 10 questions, 10 answers per day, which is plenty for what we're doing here. This is where you change it to your own niche. Here, targeting homeowners in Houston. That's where you put your target audience. Copy and paste this stuff. Let's see. So free estimate, free consultation, credibility. They need to know, like, and trust us in order to convert into a customer. So this helps with the trust. Free 3D design. I like the first one the most because it calls out our target audience's location, which is Houston, and the people who are looking for the kitchens, and then also the offer 20% and urgency ends soon. If it's not 20%, and this is where you want to talk to the business owner, okay, 5%, 10%, what are we doing? Up to. Let's just copy and paste it into our Word document in here. Let's change it to 10% off, because that's the real number I've seen on the Facebook ad library, and that's again where the investigation into our competitors' marketing helps, because we see what the real campaigns are and the real numbers. Let's just put 10% off, which is realistic. And our offer here is going to be 10% off, which we can put on the website. Done. Ask ChatGPT to fill out customer avatars information. Okay, let's do it right now. Copy this stuff and paste it into ChatGPT. Okay, so this is where you want to use your common sense and just like pick one line from each of these paragraphs and put it back into your document. So after analyzing what ChatGPT provided here, I came up with 2 variations. And again, this goes back to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, what motivates people to do anything, to buy stuff. So we're gonna have functionality, which goes back to safety, kind of like if you have family, you want it to be functional, you want to have storage space, practical, and then social status, right? So, and as you can see here, pain points: inefficient layout makes cooking difficult. Dream: functional layout with more storage and counter space. I don't want to be stuck without a kitchen for months because again, you have kids, you need to cook and stuff. And then when it comes to social status, it's where embarrassed to host guests due to outdated kitchen. And then dream: a beautiful modern kitchen they are proud to show off. So different variations, and that will reflect in the primary text. If we make video ads, this will be used in writing a right copy, or maybe giving that script to a business owner, a salesperson, an actor, for them to say on camera, or for an AI to say out loud. And if I was running this campaign for a client of mine, I would have two ad variations. One variation which would focus on functionality aspect of this offer, and then another ad which would focus on social status. So, and I would have like 2, 3, 4 is maximum ads in one ad set in one campaign. But anyway, about the campaign structure, we're gonna cover it later in this video. So we've done that, close that, and then move on to the primary text. Another ChatGPT for you, so much stuff here. And again, we just want to copy this and paste it into ChatGPT. Use advanced copywriting frameworks like awareness, interest, desire, action. I go in depth in here about those formulas, copywriting formulas. If you want, you can read them in your own time. I don't want to waste too much time. And also we want to start with a call out hook. This is basically the first line of an ad. This is going to be the hook, the first line they will see. And it ideally needs to call out target audience like Houston homeowners looking to remodel kitchen in Houston. It immediately grabs your attention, and people who see those ads will understand that this is specifically for them. And it also helps with targeting. Facebook will analyze the results of the campaign over time, and it sees, okay, these people respond more than another group of people. Everything that we do here helps a lot. Like a magnet, we attract the right target audience with our ads. And this is where we paste what we just created here. Let's use functionality ad angle. So we can copy all of this and paste it here. Let's see. Houston moms, amazing. Tired of cooking in a cramped, cluttered, oh my God, this is already so good. And this again helps, like the analyzing your competition helps a lot, because you understand what everybody else is doing. And by doing extra, going above and beyond for your clients, you are able to generate like amazing and very different creatives, very different copy for your campaigns, which will drive much better results for your clients. This is so specific, I love it. Description: 10% off kitchen remodels this month only, urgency, limited spots available, scarcity. Amazing, I love that. Let's copy this, paste it in the Word document. Okay, so we have done that. We can move on now to the image or video creation. For images, I personally use Canva, and I mean, it does everything. You don't really need to know Photoshop or an Illustrator to create outstanding design. Photos found on your client's website and social media, and then use ChatGPT to create variations. So for example, if there is an image which is pixelated or low quality, you can ask ChatGPT to improve the resolution, or if something needs to be changed in the picture, then you can also ask ChatGPT. Let me show you how I would do it for the kitchen remodeling. Okay, so I'm back in the Google Docs, and it's helpful that we pasted images from our competition here, and it will be used as our inspiration for creating our own unique designs. I think that before and after it's easier to create, and it also will provide better results. But again, you will never know unless you try different things. Let's just create one. Let's go to Canva. I typed kitchen before and after in Canva. I found this. This kitchen looks like something European, and it will not resonate with American audience. So there's another one here. What I did is I just kind of like duplicated it, customized this template, and I took the photos that were there and put it here. I like it simple. Plus we are looking for 45, 50-year-old moms in a suburban Houston area. So this would not resonate with them because it's childish a little. I think they're looking for something more professional. I typed search bar and I pasted it here, and I just put like just words in there and a couple of variations. So I have kitchen remodel, 10% off, free consultation. But again, our offer for today is 10% off. So we're just gonna stick with 10% off here. Also, how I came up with these photos is I just Googled kitchen remodel. I scrolled down and I found this company over here, Kitchen Renovations Ottawa, and I went to their website. I found a couple of pictures of their remodel projects. This is the one, and I downloaded it, save image as, and I downloaded it to my desktop. But as you can see, again, it's very pixelated, and majority of their photos are like that, and there are no before. There's always after, but no before. This is where I use ChatGPT for that. So what I did is I said, please take this image and create a before photo for it. It needs to look like a real image before the redesign, and this is what it's provided. I mean, it looks realistic. I also said the image quality is low, can you make it higher resolution? Anyway, and it did. It looks so much sharper now. I downloaded both and I put them again in the Canva before, after, and I will download 2 versions because the more versions, the more variations we have for our Facebook ads, the better. That's when it comes to photos. What I would do when it comes to videos, that one is a little bit trickier because it's harder to find royalty-free content on the internet, which also looks good, and about very specific stuff like kitchen remodeling. And you don't want to download like TikToks and Instagram from other creators. Yes, I know some people do it, but I would not advise it because if they put a claim or copyright claim on your content, then your ad account might be suspended. You don't want that. What I would do is I would try to find content on our client's website, Instagram, Facebook. Maybe they already have videos of their project. Ask the client, can you please share with me the videos that you took of your project? They should be doing that, and they should be able to give access to those files to you. Softwares that you want to use for editing are CapCut or Captions. I mean, don't sponsor them. It's just something that I personally use. I use Captions mostly to generate AI voice and AI characters, and CapCut to finish it up, cut it, transitions, and overlays and stuff. But first things first, we need to create a video script. So let's do that. Let's copy this again into ChatGPT, this and that. Here are some important details. Again, we want to go back here and copy the whole thing here. And then what we want to do as well is paste our headline, primary text, and description. And let's see what it comes up with. Still cooking in kitchen that fights you every step of the way. It's not just the clutter, it's the chaos, the constant stress, and let's be honest, you deserve better. Mom testimonial, they made me. Okay, so if we do have those video testimonials, great. If not, you can just ask, remove or replace the testimonial. What we want to do right now is we want to copy this script for the AI character and paste it to Captions to generate that video. Or we can give the script to a business owner, and then that business owner can do it himself on, record it on the selfie camera, or ask a friend to record him, or ask someone else in the company to do it. If they don't want to do it, we can do it ourselves using AI. Okay, so I'm inside Captions. Actually, it's captions.ai, not IO. Okay, so we want to click AI Creator here, and then Custom. So this is going to be our script from which it will then generate the video. So we want to copy this whole thing in there. Now we want to click Edit Style and select our creator. Ideally, we're looking for someone who's going to be standing or sitting in the kitchen. What about this Haiti? She's also walking around the kitchen, which is pretty nice. Let's try this out. Yep, create video. And now we just wait. It usually takes a couple of minutes to generate. Okay, you know what? While we are waiting, I'm just going to go back to the website of our client and see if we can find any videos. What about Instagram? Let's check Instagram and Facebook. Okay, Reels. Okay, there's one. I don't like this kitchen table. That is not modern. I mean, something. Okay, couldn't find anything. Let's use this video as an example for you to understand how I would do it. But in this case, I would just ask my client, can you please send me vertical videos of your projects? So let's just copy this link and go to Google and type Instagram Reels downloader. Sure, any. Perfect. It's not the best quality, but it's something. I also have a ChatGPT prompt. This is ChatGPT prompt for when you don't want to do all the work that we have done in this video and you are short on time, and you just basically what you can do is you can grab your phone and you can record a voice memo of their video, because again, you cannot download those videos without special third-party softwares from Facebook ads library. So what you do is you just kind of like play and record, and then it will transcribe it, and then you just copy that and paste it in the ChatGPT here. And it will say here, rewrite it completely, improve clarity, make it original and high converting. Do not copy any line word for word. Treat this as inspiration, not a template. This is how we avoid blindly copying and pasting stuff. But I would still recommend going through the entire process that we have completed today, because that will first help you understand like your target audience's perspective, and it will help you craft a better offers, better copy, better images, and better videos, which will then help you outcompete everybody else on the market and stand out. Okay, this one is done. Let's check it out.
Still cooking in a kitchen that fights you every step of the way? It's not just the clutter, it's the chaos, the constant stress. And let's be honest, you deserve better. Now picture this, a kitchen that flows with your life. Smart storage.
Captions, visibility off. Plus, you see those cuts like this?
It's not
Fake, but that she's like stopped and restarted the video. How we can avoid those hard cuts is that we can overlay the whole thing with the video that we downloaded. A couple of frames from this video, like where there's a kitchen, so that it flows better and the viewer will not understand what happened. Let's open CapCut. Again, you can use whatever software you want. I'm a fan of Final Cut Pro, but it's a little bit more advanced. So CapCut is pretty easy, and it's also as a free version. Let's drop them here. Now we have enough footage to cover this and that, but the problem is the first part where we have 3 in a row and we don't have enough footage, like where she talks about
it's not just the clutter, it's the chaos, the constant.
It's not the clutter, it's the chaos. You can find something on the internet like where the mom or someone in the kitchen, like is stressed, covers their face with hands and stuff. It's not gonna look the best, but it's an option. Another option which I decided to use is
Step of the way, it's not just the
blur
of the way, it's stress. And
the glare here. The last part that we need to do is the captions. So you just click captions there, English, and then generate. This one is the pro version, and you can download this, upload it to captions if you just want to use this free, and then captions can be done at the captions.ai. What I like to do is I want to separate the captions, the text from the background, and I use the background here and I stretch it, the width, I increase the width, and the opacity, I put it to like 50%. Now it's more visible, stands out. You can also do them bold, so they're a little bit more thicker, and shadow. That's how they're gonna be looking. Now let's see.
Still cooking in a kitchen that fights you every step of the way? It's not just the clutter, it's the chaos, the constant stress. And let's be honest, you deserve better. Now picture this, a kitchen that flows with your life. Smart storage, gorgeous counters, a layout built around you. We've helped families all over Houston finally fall back in love with their kitchen without long delays or surprise costs. This month only, get 10% off your custom kitchen remodel, plus a free 3D design consultation.
3D, I want to capitalize.
Design consultation to bring your vision to life. Click below now to take a first step towards your dream kitchen.
Exclamation mark. Done. Even a couple of years ago, it wouldn't be possible. Now with AI, this can be done, which is fascinating. What I would do is I would for sure ask someone in the company. I mean, this is extreme measures. Ideally, again, you want to ask someone in the company to make the same video, selfie, walking in the kitchen. So easy. And then again, video of the kitchen, the B-roll, easy. And then you do the same as what I've done here, but it's gonna sound and look so much better. And it's gonna be, it's gonna be real. Still gonna be people who are like 50 years old and would not understand that it's fake. And then final one is just download it, right? It's gonna be 1080, 30 frames per second and higher, and download export. So we have 3 creatives. Now finally, the thing that you've been looking for is the Facebook ads campaign setup. I know, it's been a minute. For those who are still figuring things out with Facebook Manager, this is the structure. It starts with the Facebook personal account who creates Meta Business Manager. Inside their ads manager, you can have multiple ad accounts. There is a limit. I think when you just start running ads, there is like maximum of 3 ad accounts. Each ad account can have their own campaigns, budgets, ad sets, ads, targeting, everything. Why you need multiple ad accounts? The main answer that I always give to everyone is just for safety. If for whatever reason your ad account stops working, stops performing, the results tank, or you get restricted, you can just switch to another ad account without compromising your clients and results. Inside of each ad account, you have campaigns. Every campaign has different objectives like leads, traffic to the website. Like here, for example, we have awareness, just kind of like views. Traffic is like clicks and visitors to your website. Engagement, people message on Facebook and Instagram. They can leave comments on those posts. Also, engagement can be like liking Facebook page or following you on Instagram and stuff. Then leads is the thing that actually moves the needle for the businesses, and people become lead and they give the business a call, they book an appointment, they come in, and then they become a customer. App promotion, this is for software companies, not for local businesses. And for sales, that's usually for e-commerce, selling products online. And the only two things that I personally use is engagement and leads. Engagement is the cheapest lead type. You can get a lot of messages on Instagram and Facebook, but the thing is, salespeople need to promptly respond to them to get the best possible result. They are the cheapest, but the most difficult to manage. Now, leads, we have instant forms and we have websites. So instant forms is like tier 2 in terms of quality. They are not as high intent because they only provide a full name, phone, and maybe a couple of answers, but the phone numbers are verified. But the intent is lower because they did not commit too much time into answering questions and going through the website, filling out a form. Now, websites is highest commitment plus intent. They go to website, they wait for the website to load, a couple of seconds. Now there's a bunch of text. They need to analyze the text and then move forward and answer a bunch of questions. It can be like 5 questions. It can be like 15 questions. And the more questions you ask, the higher quality your leads are going to be. And then after that, they can book appointments. So you have messages, you have Facebook instant forms, and then you have website forms. Websites are going to be the most expensive, but easiest to manage because you call them and they probably going to pick up the phone right away. Instant forms are mid-tier, and those are perfect when you have medium to small budget and you're also getting phone numbers that you can call. The pickup rate is not going to be as high, but the price is also not high. So you get a lot of leads that you can call. And then Messenger, which is like the campaign has to be engagement, message destinations. And then you can select both Messenger and Instagram. They're going to be the lowest quality, but at the same time cheapest, and you're going to have a lot of those messages. The heavy lifting has been done. We created all the ads using the top tier copywriting techniques, and now everything else is going to be just piece of cake. Let's start with the campaign. You can name the campaign after the campaign objective, which is going to be leads, and in the brackets you can put what you're going to do. Are we doing website leads today or instant form leads? And that depends on the budget. For example, if my clients say I only have $500 per month, then you can only do instant forms. And then if you have $1,000, you can do a website leads, but you have to manage your clients' expectations because they will not be receiving a lot of those leads daily, 1 or 2 per day. If they want more, Facebook instant forms. If they have $2,000 plus, that's when I always do website leads. The higher your budget, the lower cost per lead will be because you can experiment and you can A/B test more to find winning ads. Let's just assume the budget is 1,000 and we're gonna do instant forms. At the end of the video, I will also show you how I would do website leads. Objective is going to be leads. Then you have budget. I always go for ad set budget because we want to control how much we are spending on different interests, different ad sets. Special ad categories, you have to know if you are in one and you have to select because otherwise your ad account might be restricted. For example, if you're in a car dealership niche, you have to select financial products. If you mortgage, also financial categories. If you're a real estate agent, housing. For us, we don't actually fall under any of those categories because yes, we are in the housing, but we do not sell properties and we don't provide insurance and we're not in mortgages, have nothing in the categories. And then we click next. Here, I'm going to select instant forms here. You want to select your client's Facebook page. Performance goal is going to be maximum number of leads is the best I found. This one almost provides the same type of leads, but so much more expensive. So I always go for the maximum number of leads. Daily budget, again, is if it's $1,000, I'm going to put 33. Always start date tomorrow midnight. Okay, so we found our location and the area that you can use is from 17 kilometers to 80 kilometers radius. For us, we want to do, let's say 40 kilometers. Like what's the comfortable range, comfortable destination for us to drive? The business owners can say, sure, 80 kilometers is fine. For right now, let's just put 40. This reach more people likely to respond to your ads. We want to leave this check mark off. And then here under the age, like what's the minimal age of our target audience's ideal customer? 35, let's just put 35 here. And then 65 plus, sure. Gender, for this one, let's just leave it to the Facebook algorithm to decide. Maybe obviously there are male interested in kitchen remodeling for the benefit of increasing their home equity. So we just want to leave it on. Detail targeting, this is where you can specify interest, behaviors, demographics, like maybe kitchen, home and garden, kitchen, stove, cabinet, Home improvement, home and garden, sure. Home renovations, yes. Well, anyway, we can also ask ChatGPT to give us a list of Facebook interests to put in here. Again, right now, our first ad set is going to be just open targeting. So we unselect all of it and just leave it open like this. For the placements, you want to click here, show more settings. And then for the placement controls, I think this one. Yeah, okay. So we want to uncheck apps and sites, search results. We want to only leave Facebook search results. And then for the in-stream ads for videos, that one, just uncheck everything. Stories and reels. Instagram stories, yes. Facebook stories, I mean, sure. I guess for the home renovation, we can leave it on. Instagram reels and Facebook Reels. Every industry is different. So you want to A/B test, maybe you want to just start with all of them, spend a couple of $1,000s and see where the majority of results are coming from and just turn everything else off. Speaking from working with car dealerships, these are the placements that I personally use. This we turned off. Marketplace, we leave it on. Profile feeds off. We just leave regular feeds and marketplace, stories, reels, and Facebook search results. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 placements. We're gonna say instant forms. Then we have 40 kilometers. Again, this is how I like to name it. You can name it whatever you want. It's just for me to quickly preview the ad set name and understand what the targeting is inside of it and without opening and previewing it. So just for saving time, 35 to 65. And also it was open. Instant forms, 40 kilometers radius, 35 to 65, age, open, targeting, and then 8 placements. And the last one is the population, 3.3. That's I usually put million. You want to have at least like a million. If it's a really small town, you can't do anything about it. So the bare minimum is like 100,000. Otherwise, you just have to create ads all the time and replace them because the population is so small. They keep seeing your ads all over again all the time, so you have to like keep changing them. With a bigger population, it's easier. Just like start with those 3 ads that we created and you can run them for, if they are successful, run them for like years. And then we move on next. We want to name our ads after creatives, videos and images. So for example, this one, we're just gonna copy and paste it here. Okay, we scroll down and this one, multi-advertiser ads, you want to uncheck. This is almost like if they see one ad from, for example, your competitor, they can also preview multiple of other ads from every other company related in that niche. Why would we want to be standing beside our competitors? We just want to be standalone in their feed, in their Instagram reels and stuff, without them looking at our competitors. So I don't see this benefiting us too much unless like our creative, it works if we have a crazy offer and our video is super successful and we just outshine everybody else in terms of our creatives, images and videos. But other than that, I think it's just going to be a waste of money. Single image or video, yes. Create ad, and then we scroll down, ad creation, setup, and then image ad. And we just want to media and we want to upload our photo here. Done. And then we click next. Original. This one is for the specific placement. We do want to have it horizontal, and since our text is visible and they can see the kitchen in the background, sure, we can crop it and we can make it horizontal. But if we had a bunch of text and they had to see the whole image, then we just leave it as original. For everything else, it has to be original. This one we want to turn off because we already decided to leave it as original, and then we click next. We forgot to put the text here, so primary text, we go to the document and we copy this primary text. Okay, so our primary text is there. You can select more primary texts. This is generated by Facebook. If you like it, sure, you can leave it on. For us right now, I'm just gonna unselect all of them. Okay, and then move on to the headline. Again, there are more headline options, up to you. I would leave it off for now because we want as little variables as possible to understand if our work is successful or not. Because if there are a lot of variables, we won't know if it's us or if it's Facebook or something else. Like, we want to have as much control as possible here. So 10% off kitchen remodels this month only, limited spots available. Yes, description. And then call to action is sign up for this promotion. Learn more is, okay, well, they're still just browsing, not as high intent. Sign up is like, yeah, sign me up, I'm ready. You can say get offer. My personal favorite for anything and everything is sign up, and then just click next. We want to have as few variables as possible, so don't select any of them, just skip and continue. Now translate text. This could be helpful if there's a Spanish. Add overlays is fine because it's going to use existing text from our headline and primary text and we'll just highlight it. So that's okay. Visual touch-ups. I mean, I've already touched it up pretty nicely, so I don't want anything else. Music. That is okay. You can leave it on. 3D animation. Again, we don't want to change anything in terms of our copy, but 3D animation of existing pictures is okay if it makes it more engaging for people to click and, maybe read the text. But image animation, again, makes it more engaging, sure. Enhance call to action, we want to turn it off. We don't want to change any of our text. And then click done. So far so good, looks good. This is our primary text, 1 of 5. We don't have any of the generated texts here. And for the headlines, also our headline, Houston Kitchens 10% off ends soon. This one off, description, and sign up. It's finally time to create our form. Copy this description, something that has the offer and the incentive for them to act, and we're gonna paste it in the form. Create form. Higher intent, require leads to verify their phone numbers with one-off pass code. So that's how you can tell your business owner they are good quality, affordable, and also verified. Those are all real leads, real phone numbers. Nothing is fake. Form name is gonna be Houston Kitchen Remodel, 10% off. This flexible form delivery, I like to leave it on because Facebook knows how its users behave. Do they like more information, less information? Do they like images? Do they not like images? Now, intro, background image, since we are running image ads, you want to turn it on and it will just use whatever we have in the ad as the background, which looks so much better than nothing. And in the description here, you want to copy and paste the description from the ad itself. So 10% off kitchen remodels this month only. Instead of like, please leave us your name and the phone number so we can contact you. Repeats the offer, it reminds them again about the offer, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'm interested. Let me put my name and the phone number. They understand what's going on here. We just want to kind of repeat the offer. So full name, and then I remove the email, and then for the phone number, it was autofill here, but we want to tick it off and we want them to type their phone. Link to the privacy policy. This is, you just copy and paste the privacy policy link from your client's website. Today's example, we just scroll down here and then find privacy policy. Here it is, privacy policy, and we copy this link and we paste it there. Here it would be not my company's name, but it would be the Oakwoods privacy policy, right? Because it just, the Facebook auto fills from the Facebook page. Let's just click next. Also click next. This is where I would get a trackable phone number so we can track how many phone calls we generate through our marketing. Because if we just send them to website and then what? They're gonna get lost there and then it's not trackable. And then chat on WhatsApp, we can connect WhatsApp, and that would be, I think, the best option here. And to incentivize them to send us a message on WhatsApp, we can say, we can do something like an extra promo, like an add-on. You just unlocked a bonus, and we can say, send us message on WhatsApp using the code. Now you want to decide what promo code you want to use. It can be like extra $50 off, or Amazon. It just makes them more engaged, more inclined to do business with us, which the business owners, kitchen remodelers want. To receive a bonus $50 gift card, and we'll say Amazon 50. And then, but we will have to connect the WhatsApp here. Since we don't have it right now, it would be probably just call business would be the best way. And it would be the phone number of the business, right? But you can also say, give us a call now, give us a call right now, mentioning the promo code Amazon 50 to receive a bonus $50. And this could be a phone number of a salesperson, and you can notify them in advance saying, hey, like if somebody's calling you mentioning this promo code, don't be scared. Just like, okay, they are inquiring about a kitchen remodeling, 10% off Facebook promotion. So just gonna help them out. Then we will know if they close, like if they become a customer, that came from this advertisement. Phone call Amazon 50, something like that. And then you just click create form. So what happens next if you do not have a CRM, like Go High Level, for example, and you need a way to send those leads to your client, then you can just do this email address and then enter your client's email address here, and just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the days, 9 in the morning. And then file type, it's going to be CSV. So it's going to be like an Excel spreadsheet they're going to open and then see all those leads. That's, I guess, convenient if you don't have other means of doing it. What we need to do right now is to duplicate it 2 times because we have 2 more ads. Then the second one, we're gonna name after the second image that we have here, and everything else should stay the same. Yes, you just want to double check, go here, and then you click remove, and then add image, media, and then upload new, and then it's gonna be the second one. wait for it to load, click next. Same applies, so vertical original, horizontal. I'm gonna crop it a little and just do something like this. And then click next. I mean, if you like it, but I do not recommend it. And then we just unselect everything and then click next. Skip and continue. Translate text, yes. Add overlays, yes. Visual touch-ups, yes. Music, yes. 3D animations, yes. Text improvement, no. Image animation, yes. Enhance call to action, no. And then done. Okay, last one is gonna be our video, and then we again delete it and then add video now instead of the image. Upload AI, and then we click next. Enhance call to action, no. Text improvements, no. Translate text, sure. Done. Okay, we just double check everything, looks good. Sign up, yes. The same form, and we are done. And then what you do next is you just click publish. And one thing that I like to do to just make sure we're getting the best results for our clients is to duplicate this thing with everything in it. And we want to change the targeting. Yes, for the first couple of days, we're going to be spending $2,000 per month instead of $1,000 per month. It's going to be $66 per day instead of $33 per day, but it's going to be worth it long term. But you can always reduce the budget of the successful ad set after you did the A/B test to offset that increase and then stay within the budget. Duplicate, show existing reactions. We don't have any right now, so we're just going to uncheck it and duplicate. And instant form, yes, scroll down, the same budget, same start date. And then here underneath you see show suggestions, detailed targeting. So this is where we want to type kitchen words. Sure, kitchen, home and garden, kitchen and dining, home renovation, home improvement, home repair, home improvement. I think that's okay for now. We have 5 interests. We have the same exact ads. Everything looks good. And then again, you just want to click publish here. Okay, so our campaign, ad sets, and ads all done. Congratulations. If we want the highest quality tier of leads, then this is what I would do. Let's create a new one. We'll just put website here. Continue. So instead of the instant forms, we want to select website, maximize number of conversions. This is the data set, how to create a data set. Let's just close this, close. Let's go to business manager. As you can see here, data sources, data sets, and pixels. And this is where we create our data set. You click here, add, and then you click create. And then let's pretend it's this one. We want to go to events manager after that. Then we want to click create and then create custom conversion. What are we doing here? We collecting leads on our website. So you can put dataset number 1 in the bracket leads. Data source is going to be already selected. Choose a standard event for optimization, and then you put lead here, lead. So URL contains, and this is going to be your thank you page. After they submit a form, they go to the thank you page. This is where it would be, and then you click create. Let's go back to our ads manager. This one, we're going to edit it. So website, and then you create it, and then you put it there, and then it's going to be lead. Okay. And then we scroll down. Basically just follow everything that we did before, but the only thing that changes is the website, and we have to modify the data set and the conversion event. Then we go to our ad level here, and then here you put your website URL where you have a form, where you have a funnel to collect those leads. So many different like funnel builders, right? Anything and everything. The one that I personally use is this one, Go High Level. By the way, there's going to be a link in the description for the 30 days extended free trial. Usually it's 14. As you can see, 14 minus 30 days. I just love this software. I use it for my clients, all of it. And it's been like 3 years I've been using it. I love it. Let's quickly create a funnel in the software. Actually, before we create a funnel, we need to create a survey that's going to, ask those questions. So we're going to do surveys and create new survey. And we collecting, for example, their full name, their phone number, their address, because they are a homeowner, just the street address, maybe postal code. I mean, up to you, whatever you want to collect. Like if your client needs this information, collect it. If not, remove it, because the more you put here, the more questions we ask them, the higher the lead cost is going to be. Also, the links that we put in our document here for our competitors, you also want to, get inspiration from what they are doing. For example, this guy, what questions is he asking? Phone number, continue, email, continue, address, continue. What areas of your kitchen do you want to renovate? Okay, so like this. Let's just create a custom question. Multi-line. Next, placeholder, pre-fill, yeah, and then renovation areas. That's what I would name it. And then let's just put contact. That's how I usually always do. Kitchen renovation areas. And then save, boom. it's already there. So kitchen renovation areas, and what areas of your kitchen do you want to renovate? As you can see, that's how it looks. And then full name, it's going to be required. So we're asking for their full name, for example. We're asking for their phone number. It's also going to be required. And kitchen renovation areas, yes. And then I consent. Okay, what else are they asking? Are you looking for a complete kitchen remodel or specific updates? Anyway, I'm just like giving you an example. You want to analyze your competition, right? And see what questions they are asking. Open a bunch of forms. There are some simple forms like this: name, phone, email, address, describe your project, and that's it, right? So kitchen renovation areas, and then phone, full name, and then submit. Done. So let's build a funnel right now. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to funnels, and we're gonna do new funnel, funnel AI, or you can use templates. There are a bunch of them. The one, it doesn't have the renovation, but there's a home repair appointment. It looks something like this. So if you can't find exactly what you're looking for, you can always use AI to do it. Funnel AI, continue. There are like 5 free ones. Name of the business, kitchen reno, select industry, kitchen remodeler, and then click next. Business to generate more leads, yes. And content should feel professional, I would think, and then click generate. Bunch of photos of the kitchens and stuff. Looks good. So you want to change certain things, right? That you want to put logo here, maybe remove some of this stuff and put like real pictures from the internet. Maybe you can find and actual reviews from the Google reviews of that business. I would actually remove the whole thing. Logo, I would just do the logo. So image, and it's going to be logo here. And instead of a button, it would be like a phone number here. And then in the middle, put a survey. So instead of this, I would put plus and then survey. Boom. And this is our survey over here. And then everything else they click, it will just bring them up, not open a pop-up, but actually we can have a pop-up and it will also have the same survey, but it can scroll to element, and the element is going to be this one. Yeah. So anything they click, you can just adjust those buttons. We'll just bring them up top. So this is the only thing they can do on the website. Fill out the form. We need their name, phone, and some details to send it to our clients. That's it. There are different like sections of the website. So you want to click this one, and then as you can see here, align left. You just want to put it in the center. This is how it would look on the phone. Well, it looks tall because of this long message of consent. So you can shrink it. You can just say, I agree to your privacy policy. There's a link to the privacy policy. So it's going to be a small message, which is not going to take a whole paragraph. You link your domain to this funnel, and then you just copy the link and paste it here, and that's how you generate leads. And again, if you want the highest quality possible, you need to ask more questions here, but you are in control. You're in control of the design. You're in control of what happens inside of here, because with the Facebook instant forms, it's a little bit tricky, right? Again, you can access this whole document with so much value for free. Just be subscribed and leave a comment below, to which I will then reply with a private link to this document. Also, I highly recommend you watch this video over here somewhere. If you want to correctly onboard your clients in the Facebook Business Manager, there I'm gonna even live onboarding with a customer of mine, and we go step by step with all the details and all the settings of the Facebook Business Manager. Very valuable stuff. And if you're thinking of starting a marketing agency, the real gold is in the description. Free tools, proven scripts, and shortcut to your first paying client. So don't miss it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again. Have a good day.